Hey guys, it's Commissioner DS, and this referee training video will be about how to work the scoreboard system. So, the first thing I will do is to work the scoreboard, to work the controls, you need to be in a ref spawn. So, I would team myself ref, and you can see that I didn't automatically get the controls. That's because you have to respawn yourself. I see a lot of people team themselves refs, and they say they don't have them. They simply just have to me. Simple as that. Then I will no clip myself as I always do. It's just a really good habit to get into as a ref. So you can zoom out and see the whole field. And then I will say set or CMDs. And as you can see down here on the left side, this is the ref control panel. The sprint is kind of in the way, but it doesn't really block off anything. So these up here, these would be right here the timeout. So every game, at the beginning of the game, you would just add, 3 of them, and then you can take them off. Like say they use a timeout, they only have 2 left, then they only have 1 left, and then they have no timeouts, right? These are just to set the name, like since we're at State Stadium, set them as the home team, and then bam, right? So that just changes the name. You can put a decal in for a logo. You can change the color if you get the code. And this here is just to set, just to set the down markers. So say, they got a 7-yard run, it would become just like that. It's pretty simple. We usually have a lot of refs that split up the scoreboard. This right here is the event, so you could put really anything. You could put like kickoff. You could put, for the playoffs, we were doing things like that. Simple things. This is the play clock. So you blow the whistle, and you can see there's a whistle up here. I should show you the top right. Yeah. So there's a blown. There's a delay flag. This is just some sort of touchdown siren we don't really even use. And this is the crowd. The only thing we really use would be blown, because it's sort of universal and everybody can hear it. We sometimes use the delay flag. Why does that keep going? So, okay, well, I'm just gonna let it go. This right here is the clock. We play 5-minute quarters, so I will show you something very quick. It's just simple, play it. If it's an incomplete pass, stop it. When they hike it, play it, things like that. They run for a first down, keep it going. Just simple things. Now let me show you a situation in when the clock runs out, right? So the clock runs out, right? And you want to add more time to the clock. Make sure you stop it first, and then you just have to click +1 5 times, right? If you do not do that, I will show you what happens. So say the clock runs out, right? And then I decide I'm just gonna go and add 5 more minutes. It just keeps going, it keeps rolling. And then when you go to just add more seconds to it, it looks sort of like this. It looks sort of clunky, 4 minutes and 60 seconds, which, it's not that big of a problem, because once it starts going, it's gonna look normal. But the best thing to do is to stop it. I usually just keep the play clock going, even when the play is going, and then when I blow the whistle, I just hit reset, and it keeps rolling. I think that's the easiest way. But yeah, I think that was about everything. So what I forgot to show you in the last chains video was what to do. Alright, there's 3 things I have to cover. So say they're on the 20-yard line, right? Let's set this up. Say they're on the 20-yard line, and then they run it off to the running back, and the running back is a nice run, spins off a guy, and then gets it, a 12-yard run, gets it to the 8-yard line. You would not have to move, and I will also make a ref rulebook. I will put this in the ref rulebook. You would not have to move the first down marker if they are inside the 10-yard line, because it would become 1st and goal. So if they are on the 10, you don't have to move that. It would just become 1st and goal, and every, however closer they get to it would become, you know, second and goal, third and goal, and eventually even maybe a touchdown. And the other thing I wanted to cover was if they do score, they are allowed to pick between going for a 1 point conversion, a field goal, or a 2 point conversion. So if they choose to go for a 1 point conversion, the line of scrimmage would be on the 2 yard line. We even have a hash for it. And you have to make sure that you see them kick from this X. And they cannot back off of it, but they can only jump. I'll cover that in another video. And if they're going for the 2 point, they go from the 10 yard line. Yeah. So that's about it. Thanks for watching the video, and more to come.